It's the Weather Xtreme video, the morning edition for Tuesday, November 8th. I'm James Spann. We actually have some rain falling in West Alabama this morning, but don't get too excited. Most places not getting any today. But again, great hope for a pattern change coming up in about a week that will open the door for rain to return to the state. Let's check it out. Little weak upper trough is west of the state this morning, and look at that. That was the radar very early this morning. That was at 3:23 a.m., and it was raining in places like Carrollton, Aliceville, Millport, Sulligent, Vernon, Emell. These are communities in West Alabama. That rain is about 20 miles west of Tuscaloosa, but as it moves east, I'm afraid it's just going to vanish because the air is so dry across the state, but at least somebody's getting some rain. Numbers are all over the board. You've got Gadsden at 47, where the sky is fair with thin clouds. Tuscaloosa with a pretty good overcast, they've got 63. Around the region, look at the wedge down the 30s to the east over the Carolinas and Virginia. And ultimately, we're going to see the coldest air so far this season down the line by the time the weekend gets here. We're expecting lows well down in the 30s by Sunday morning. Nationally, the coldest air is up in the northeastern states. Frost and freeze warnings for parts of Kansas, Missouri, and also North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, and Delaware as their growing season is ending. Severe weather outlook, maybe some thunder for parts of Texas, Louisiana. That green line touches Mobile, but obviously nothing here. And again, this is the rain for the next 7 days, valid through Tuesday morning of next week, and not much at all where we are. The better rains on the Gulf Coast. This is suggesting maybe Gulf Shores and Dauphin Island could receive over 2 inches of rain. But up here, just trace amounts. But just beyond this period, we're optimistic. The upper air pattern changes, and the door is open for more frequent rain producers. And we'll take the long-range guidance here in just a little bit. Tropics, very quiet. Could there be a late season system? Yes, this is still the season to the end of November, but they typically don't happen that much this time of the year. All right, model fans, here's the GFS, noon today. And a little weak shortwave to the west, big ridge in the western states. And we think the bulk of the rain will be over Mississippi today. This is 8 o'clock this morning off the high-res HUR. And again, the chance of some light rain, mainly over far west Alabama. Maybe a few sprinkles as far east as Birmingham. But I don't think we're going to get 1/100th of an inch of rain in the bucket. The long, dry spell will likely continue. Today is day 51. 51 consecutive days without measurable rain. The record is 52 consecutive days, set in 1924. We should tie that record tomorrow, break it Thursday. And then 1 o'clock this afternoon, you can see just not much. So if you're in far west Alabama, you might get enough to measure today. In fact, some people are in Pickens County this morning, but I'm afraid for the rest of north and central Alabama, prospects just not good. Tomorrow, better chance of any rain on the Gulf Coast. Up this way, the sky will be partly sunny. We'll expect a high, I'd say, in the low 70s today and tomorrow. And then this is Thursday. A cooler air mass drops in here. Highs will drop into the 60s. The sky will be sunny. This is Friday, sunny with a high around 70. We note that 1033 high over Minnesota and the Dakotas. And Saturday, that thing drops south, and Saturday should be a cool, sunny day with blue sky and sunshine here. Lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s. And this is Sunday. Sunday morning is going to be cold. Sky will be sunny. Again, the latest numbers coming off the GFS. Most spots around here in the mid-30s. Cullman 33, Huntsville 32. Colder pockets could easily see a freeze early Sunday. And this is Monday. We're still dry. I'd say lows again in the 30s. The high will be in the 60s. And here's a week from today. And again, we're going to see these models flipping and flopping, these deterministic runs. That's showing a northwest flow aloft, and we're still in dry air. We'll go to the end of the forecast period, the GFS. This is Thursday, the 17th, Thursday of next week. Got a big trough coming through the Rockies and ridging here. And if that's right, we would still be dry. And obviously, the next 10 days on the GFS, dry as could be here. The European precipitation for the next 10 days, it is wetter, and again, it tends to be more reliable. It's got some really big rains down there at Mobile. It's showing about 3 inches for Mobile and Baldwin counties in southwest Alabama. The amounts are lighter here. But again, with the pattern flip, we're optimistic. This is the new guidance going out to almost Christmas. And again, there's no skill at specifics here. We can't tell you when it's going to rain, obviously, but again, the pattern recognition is there, and the numbers keep on ramping up. The European, notice down there in that bottom chart, it's got over 6 inches of rain now. That's the ensemble mean. You got 51 members of the ensemble. And if you look at some of the individual members, they're over 10 inches out there toward mid to late December. So you can see with those shades of red and gray toward the end of the period, it's just the door is opening up for a return to rain, no doubt about that. Peek at the numbers off the GFS ensemble, highs mostly in the 60s and 70s, and this has lows mostly in the 40s, but those numbers are too warm, especially like Sunday and Monday morning. I think both those mornings we go down in the 30s. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.